Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Danny and Courtney Talk About. I'm Danny, and with me, as always, is.
Courtney, also known as Animation Enthusiast.
Yes, and thank you so much once again for joining me. Okay, this episode is another request we got. This was by Noah Eckenrode. Please tell me if I'm saying that wrong. He's also known as Crypto Noah on DeviantArt. And he asked us to review this movie that we are going to be talking about today. And that movie is none other than Walking with Dinosaurs. Now, Courtney, would you mind telling everyone what Walking with Dinosaurs is all about?
Sure thing. Walking with Dinosaurs tells the story of a young Patchy rhinoceros named Patchy as we see him go about his life from childhood to adulthood. Throughout the movie, we see Patchy learn about the world around him, make friends with another Patchy rhinosaur named Juniper, as well as an Alexandrus bird named Alex. We see him compete many times with his older brother Scowler, migrate to various places with his herd. We see him come of age and even fight some nasty dinosaurs known as Gorgosaurus. It's a very basic story when you get down to it.
Yep, that's pretty much the movie in an. I'm not going to say nutshell, I'm not going to say nutshell. Eggshell.
Dun,
Um,
dun, dun.
so yeah, now this movie kind of has a history if you're a fan of dinosaurs. As you can tell from the title, this movie is based off of a very, very popular uh, BBC miniseries from the late 90s called Walking with Dinosaurs, which basically was a documentary about like all the different dinosaurs throughout the age of the dinosaurs, or I think as scientists call it, the Mesozoic era.
Mhm.
And it was very interesting series of documentaries, and it was very popular. It got like a whole bunch of spin-offs. One of them was even a live stage show with really cool animatronic dinosaurs.
Mhm.
And yeah, I think I remember seeing that stage show. But anyway, so obviously, as you can imagine, this franchise is such a huge hit. They decided to make a movie off of it. And basically, I think everything was going very smoothly and wonderfully. And then some idiot at Fox decided to add a last minute change. You want to share that last minute change?
So apparently, this guy at Fox decided it would be a good idea to add voiceovers because he thought that by adding voiceovers that we could connect to the characters.
Yes, so in other words, dinosaurs talk. Yeah, and now actually with that in mind, we're gonna now share our thoughts about this movie. I'm gonna go first because I have an example I'd like to bring up.
Hmm.
Now let's actually look at my favorite movie of all time, Fantasia. More specifically, let's look at the Rite of Spring segment, which is the segment that featured the dinosaurs.
Hmm.
Now, imagine you're watching that, and now imagine two obnoxious idiots talking over during the scenes. In fact, if you don't believe me, here, why don't I show you what I mean? Grrg! I'm hungry. I need some grub.
Golly gee, I'd better get out of here.
Hey, punk, you look tasty. You're dead meat.
Leave me alone, you big bully.
Take that, you big dork.
Ouch, that hurts. Well, I'm not giving up without a fight.
Ouch! You'll pay for that, loser.
Oh no, I'm done for.
I am awesome! Now, if you couldn't get what I was trying to show you, I'm going to spell it out very slowly. It never shuts up.
Oh, I know. It's awful.
There's always like talking in this movie. In fact, it's not even really talking because the dinosaurs they never move their lips, and like, but yeah, it never shuts up. Not even for like a subtle moment. Um,
I know, and there's even moments where there's actual dinosaur noises too, and it's like ruins it.
I know, and that's yeah, and it's not like the dinosaurs are saying anything clever or witty or new. They're saying like so. They're either saying like one of three things. They're either A, saying really cliche dialogue, B, they're pointing out something that's completely obvious, or C, they're gonna make really bad jokes. Ugh, gosh.
Oh.
And some of them don't even make sense within the context of the movie. Like I think at a certain points, I think it was Alex the bird character, like
Yeah.
mentions things like a ninja or turkey or the salsa, which were things that did not exist back then.
I know it's totally out of context, really.
Yeah. So yeah, the movie is that's like the biggest problem is that the movie never like has a quiet moment. It's always has dialogue. And if you don't believe me, here's my obligatory scene from the movie to prove it to you.
What's going on?
Major is challenging your father for the role of leader. It's a time-honored tradition.
Oh yeah, and Major's toast. Dad's gonna crush him. Come on, Dad, show him who's boss. Introduce your horn to his head. Yeah, smack.
Ah, quit it.
So yeah, it doesn't work. The whole like talking over like the movie. So yeah, I guess we can talk about other things because that's not the only problem with the movie. Let's go on to the characters. Courtney, what did you think about the characters?
The characters, whether they are live action, as shown in like the beginning, or the characters in the movies themselves, they're just uninteresting, I thought.
Yeah, I agree. I thought honestly they were all like most of the like the four talking characters, and by that I mean the dinosaurs. Um, well, actually, I should say the three dinosaurs and the bird. Um, they're not very interesting characters. They're so like so average and like there's nothing really new about them. And Alex the bird, like he's kind of annoying.
An
Eh,
annoying narrator. Like,
yes,
really.
and it's funny because
Where's Morgan Freeman when you need him?
yeah, that would have saved the movie. Although actually, if I remember correctly, the original documentary series from BBC was narrated by acclaimed director actor Kenneth Branagh. Now, and this movie, however, he's voiced by John Leguizamo. Now, folks, quick question: who would you rather listen to narrate? Professor Gilderoy Lockhart or Sid the Sloth? And
The
Courtney, you can.
professor guy.
Yeah, me too. Because, yeah, at least he sounded sophisticated and wasn't annoying. But yes, Alex, the characters were not very interesting, and the Alex was really annoying. The live action humans, I don't really have much to say about them because they're not really in the movie for very much. Because they're just basically very kind of weak framework for
Hmm.
like the story. There are
Yeah.
two characters that I like though. They are Bulldust. He is Patchy and Scowler's father. And I liked him because he never talks. And he's
Exactly.
yeah, and he's pretty tough.
Yes.
And the other character I liked is the Gorgosaurus, because he kind of reminds me of a T-Rex, like the one in Jurassic Park.
Hmm.
And like Bulldust, he never talks either.
Exactly. Like
Yes,
the only two characters that are actually likable in in the entire movie.
and that's saying something because the Gorgosaurus is a villain.
Exactly. It's like you like the villain better than like the heroes.
Yeah, the characters, like I mean, they could have worked, honestly, if they didn't talk. If maybe there was obviously a better narrator telling us what was going on, it could have worked. And I
Mhm.
think that is one of the biggest problems is that this movie could have been a really good movie.
It had potential as well. I mean, considering it was from like a successful series.
Yes. And one thing that does really show how good its potential is the animation in this movie. This is probably the best thing about this movie.
The only thing really, like the animation, like whether it be like the dinosaurs themselves or the backgrounds, like they were all just gorgeous to look at, really.
Well, I think the backgrounds were actually live action. But
Oh, well,
yes,
I mean that even so, they were still cool to look at.
yes, the animation in this movie is really good. I especially really like how like the work done on the Alexornis bird, cause or Alex, he looks so realistic. It's like you could actually like touch him like a real bird.
Yeah, you could.
And the dinosaurs themselves, they were good too. I liked how like they did a good job emphasizing the size of how these creatures. And I liked how they did their movements. It felt real.
I know. And that was sadly that was like the only good part about the movie was the animation, really.
Yeah, and the two silent characters.
Mhm.
But yes, and I know earlier we said like their lips don't even move, which, could be a problem. But like I said, I don't think they wanted the dinosaurs to talk to begin with. So I guess it's sort of a problem that their lips don't move even though they're supposed to be talking. But either way,
Right.
I can forgive that because I don't think they wanted it to begin with. And I know
Exactly.
some people could argue that maybe this is like that movie Homeward Bound, where like the animals don't they talk to each other, but their lips don't really move.
Mhm.
But that movie at least had the animals say clever things to each other, and I think they
And
had
likable characters for one.
yes, and I think they had planned to do that from the beginning. I don't think that's really a good comparison. So yeah, let's I guess give our final thoughts. Why don't you go first?
Overall, I give this movie a thumbs down, and if you want to watch a dinosaur movie, watch The Land Before Time, and I mean, if you really wanted to, you could probably watch that movie Dinosaur, which it's kind of similar in which it's CGI dinosaurs, but their lips actually move, so you may or may not want to check that out as well if you wanted to.
Yes, though to be fair to that movie, even though the dinosaurs do talk a lot, they at least knew when to have quiet moments and to let the film breathe. And yes,
Right.
you brought up a good example. Land Before Time is another good example because, I mean, for starters, I think they wanted the dinosaurs to talk from the beginning. And at least when they talk, their dialogue feels like timeless and like it could apply to any age, whether it's the future, the past, whatever.
And keep in mind, I'm not referring to the sequels.
No, I know what you mean.
I was just saying, the first one.
Yes. I mean, that's a much better example. Because, I mean, I don't recall Littlefoot ever saying something like ninja or the salsa. But
Oh
yes,
my god.
That would have been really embarrassing.
I
And
know, right? Ah.
so overall, I also give this movie a thumbs down, and I feel really bad for having to do that because, I mean, this movie, like we said, it could have been really good. It could have been like up there with like all the other animated movies that were good. But
It could have been better than Dinosaur for all we would have known, but
as right now, it's worse than Dinosaur.
mhm.
So yeah, and I feel bad. So yeah, thumbs down. I would recommend any other dinosaur movie besides this. I'd recommend if you want silent dinosaurs, watch the Rite of Spring segment from Fantasia. If you want talking dinosaurs, watch Land Before Time or Dinosaur. I would recommend that even. Or if you just want to see dinosaur like live action sort of dinosaurs, watch the Jurassic Park movies. Mainly the first one, because that's like so far the only good one. Although Jurassic World did release its trailer and does look pretty good. Did you see that trailer yet, by the way? Sorry to go off topic.
Um, I think I might have, and it actually looks pretty impressive.
Yeah, hopefully it will be good. Hopefully Jurassic World will be a good movie. Hopefully it'll at least be better than this one.
Mhm.
So anyway, that was our review of Walking with. Oh yes, I forgot to say. And of course, another option you can go with, go watch the original documentary series Walking with Dinosaurs.
Because at least with that series, there's no obnoxious dialogue.
Nope, not at all. Anyway, that was our discussion. This is Danny here saying I am awesome, so are you. Courtney's especially awesome for enduring the talking dinosaurs.
And you're awesome too, Danny, for enduring this movie. And this is Courtney signing out.
And take care, folks.